Oh, progress.
Yeah, I like progress. Progress is good. Hey, what's up, everybody? You made it. Thanks for watching another fun-filled, exciting, page-turning episode of This Is the Future.
Unfucking fortunately.
That's right. And if there were pages involved, this would be a book and you wouldn't be watching it. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right.
Like usual.
Fucking right. So every day I live, the more useless I realize I am. That's why I just try to pick up trash and be nice to people.
Hey man, you're human. That's what we're here for. It's to be in the fucking way and be useless, right?
I am, dude. It's like all the years of me picking up after people and being a janitor or a house cleaner, whatever the fuck else it doesn't require a degree. I can't help myself when I'm in public. I'm like, I'm gonna be nice and pick shit up off the ground because nobody's gonna do it anyway. So now I'm that guy. I'm the guy in the gym that's cleaning up after the 20-year-olds, like, you know, with their tampons and shit thrown all over the place. I'm picking them up.
Picking them up, yeah.
That's it. I don't want to work in slop. I don't want to work in slop. I don't. If you know what, if you're gonna make a mess, I'm gonna clean it up. That's just the way it is. Sometimes.
Somebody's gotta pick them up, Tony.
I seriously, someone out there, seriously, there's 12 people. There's a chance. If anybody knows of anyone who needs a janitor that pays about 100 grand a year, that'd be great. Thanks. Bye.
Oh yeah, that would.
Even a fucking assistant, just have a good career that lasts me another 30, 40 years and I'll do your shit for you. Just don't treat me like crap. I'll do what you ask. That's it. I don't really give a shit.
30, 40 years, that's too long, man.
There's no retirement, Alex. It's gone. No one's retiring. I don't know if anyone told anybody, but it's over. You're not retiring. Pick what you like and die doing it. People are going to start dying at Walmart checking your bag. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, if they're lucky, you know.
Well, yeah, there's only so many jobs at Walmart. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they'll lucky if they'll die at Walmart, you know.
Yeah, I mean, do you get workman's comp if you die there?
I don't know.
It's good to know, people. Look into this shit. That's the retirement plan. They say in insurance sales that if you don't have a retirement plan, Walmart has one for you. And they're not wrong. So tee that shit up because your job doesn't get better as you get older. It gets worse because you can do less.
Yep.
Unless you just happen to be really fucking good at your job and you didn't lose your mind through dementia or anything else because you read books and shit.
I come to terms with not having a retirement since I was about 17 or 18, because that's when I started working in
kitchens.
And I kind of realized at that age, at a young age, I was like, you know, this is about all I'm good at, you know. And you know, aspirations of trying to be a comic. I did that. I fulfilled what I thought I could do. Tried being a skateboarder.
Well done.
Yeah. Tried being a skateboarder, just got too fat and lazy. And I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna, you know, have a sweaty heart attack in a kitchen somewhere.
What's really cool is, though, like you basically just said that, you know, we're gonna end up being roommates again. If depending, you're gonna have roommates. Might not be me, but probably. Sure. We're close in age as we get old. I actually seriously had this image today because I do anything to distract myself from the fact that I have a job I don't like. So I was pondering, while working out, I was like, you know, Alex seems kind of happy. Like, you know, like he probably digs what he's doing at the kitchen, just gets to say what the fuck he wants, talks a little shit, you know, he seems all right. Like, I was like, I'm not going to do what you're doing or anything, but I was just like, you know, there's people are happy out there, I think. You know, that's possible. So I don't fucking, my thing is this is every time I hang out with my parents, which is every weekend, when I hang out with them one way or another, my dad does it a lot more than my mom does, but they've done it my whole life. They bitch about their jobs and they talk about how they hate them. And like they told me, they were like, Tony, you're a Gosner. You're not supposed to enjoy your job. You're not even supposed to have a good experience. You're just supposed to die. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm not kidding, man. My mom said the other day, she's like, every day I work, I just get one step closer to death and I can't wait. And I'm like, how can I change my mindset with this shit coming in every week? Every week, it's the same message. I don't feel bad, man. I just feel I get frustrated, well, not frustrated, but like I just wish everyone was in on the gag. Tony thinks life's a big fucking joke. I kind of have to laugh at it. You know what I mean? Just me.
Right.
I know other people think it's a gift and, you know, plant trees and hug flowers. No, 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 no. Don't preach that shit at me. I've been on this ride long enough. I know how it goes. And every time I think I'm having a good day, my parents look at me and say, "What the fuck are you smiling for?" Just kidding.
I'm writing down a name of
Don't start.
a title for the name of this episode.
Oh fuck.
Do you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be called Positivity. That's the name of this episode.
That sounds like the name of a sailing ship. Are we building a boat?
Yeah.
HMS Positivity.
Yeah, we're running a boat right into a big glacier of negativity. That's what.
I don't know anyone around here who was born and raised here who is chipper. No one is like, yay work, yay life. It's like, fucking everything sucks. Let's go to a ball game. Like, that's the mentality. Like, that's it. And when you get to the ball game, everyone's like, you bunch of bums. Like, that's the game. Then the ball players go home depressed. It's great. I don't know of any, it's not supposed to be great.
So today's my birthday.
I'm not on, I don't have an excuse. Happy birthday. Hey, at least I'm not late. What's your birthday? It's not even a good day, man. No one thinks of April 18th as anything. You're 2 days away from 420. That's the closest I can remember. Maybe next year I'll get it. I'll hit it on the head. Sorry. Happy birthday.
I just thought since we were on such a positive note, I would see if I can't bring it a little higher.
Fuck,
I wasn't even gonna say anything, but you know.
Oh, that was great. That's the best. That was fucking cherry right there, man. You couldn't have put that in there any better if you had to. It's my birthday today. Well, fucking happy birthday. But really, I mean, honestly, like happy birthday. Yeah, great.
Shut up.
You don't fucking care any more than I do.
No, I know.
I mean, serious question. Like, did you do anything? Are you gonna do anything? Is anybody gonna do anything?
I gotta work. So
I know, but I mean, as far as your birthday, is anyone celebrating your birth?
Somebody somewhere might be.
Are you invited?
I'm not gonna come. I'm not going. And RSVP.
Talk about positivity over here, buddy. Yeah, that's my birthday. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in a really good mood though. Gotta work.
Yesterday, hung out with some people, you know.
Sick.
Played ping pong and darts and had a couple drinks and, you know.
Right
so, people get me things and I'm really thankful. Like, that's very nice of people to do that. I'm not ungrateful. I never expect it. Like, especially with like, Callie and her family, like they always like go balls out and like get me crazy, like a bunch of stuff. And I'm always like, thank you. But I'm never like, I mean, I'm just like, still like, they've always gotten me a lot of things in the last 4.5 years. And I'm still not used to it, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm really thankful. It's really cool. Like it's like a test that like, it's like, you could tell they really know me because of the things they get me, you know?
So no one bought you a collared shirt or anything, is what you're saying. Right. Yeah. Good.
Like, yeah, which I told I'd wear a collared shirt. I wear all the time. I mean, this is technically a collared
shirt. If it was a bowling shirt, you would. I could see like some Big Lebowski shit for sure.
Oh yeah, of course, man. I'll do that.
We have a team called the Crooked Pins. Be good.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was weird. It was also like, you know, I could tell myself and everyone around me is getting older because we day drank, and then we ordered food and we got food, and then as soon as everyone ate, everyone was falling asleep on the couch.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, yeah, this is 35. Fucking here it is.
Fuck, man, yeah. Another 5 years and you start to feel your age. Like really, like dumb shit starts to happen. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe not.
Start pissing a glacier like old Tony G over there.
Yeah, you will. No, I hope not. It's a 1 in 10 chance. So maybe you're not that awesome. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, just being positive here. Hopefully not, you know?
Oh, fuck yeah. And it's just funny that after this is our 90th episode and you start talking about positivity. Like today I'm having a bad day.
Oh, I was just commenting about how positive you were sounding. I'm not any more positive than I.
Oh no, this is a
I
great.
normally am.
But the name of the show, the word "unfortunately" is in the name of the show. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. I was just commenting about how chipper you sounded. I'm normal. I'm
happy as shit. There's a smile on my face. My head's turning red. It's great. If you are happy, you're just stoned. It's gonna wear off. Reality's gonna come back. It's cool. If you can be happy with reality, then that's awesome. That's cool, man. It's temporary, but it's fun.
So
birthday shit. So now Alex is 35.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get fucked up tonight. I'm sure you will. You have a bar down the street.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. I'll see you there. I'm on my way.
Okay. Yeah. You could be there by the time I get off work.
I mean, yeah, I'm 3 hours ahead of you. That saves 3 right there.
Yeah.
Just ride the max right over. And
that means you're already here.
Actually, I will be out there first week of June, man. I'll try to come see you.
Yeah. You should.
Have a drink for your birthday, something. Get some cake. I'll get you a cake and I won't eat any. I'll watch you.
Awesome. You off the cake now because of the
I don't know.
The pebbles.
Let's just say I buy a lot more rice cakes than actual cakes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Rice is great when you want 2,000 or something.
Shut up. Who said that? Who said that? Someone else.
Yes.
Hedberg. I'd have to say Hedberg.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say.
I
actually sat down. I showed Steph some Hedberg, some other shit. It's fun. I love it. It's fun to just to get on YouTube and start like just kind of fishing through the comics, and see what you land on. You never know. It's fun.
Yeah, you watched the new special, right?
I watched half of the new Ronnie Chang. I didn't finish it. Steph, my lady, she finished it. She was talking about how funny. I was like, hang on, I haven't heard that one yet.
Did you just run out of time, or you just weren't interested?
Probably I don't know, probably the second one, but I spent the whole month I was out of work. I was really doped up, like stoned and just out of it. The longer, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but when you just kind of feel like your life is streaming for, if you know where to go, nothing to do, you can't I couldn't stick to anything. I have a whole bunch of what is it called? You're in the middle of this shit. There's like 1,000 things I'm in the middle of.
Right.
So anyway, I watched like 25, 30 minutes and I guess, just my head wasn't in it, but I did like the one thing so far he said, I told you earlier, was he just said, 2022, whatever. He's like the pandemic. He's like, so many fucking podcasts. And I just thought, I was like, well, I hit the fucking nail on the head right there. Yeah. Everybody made one. Even us assholes made one.
Yeah.
Great.
You get bored enough, you gotta, find a reason to be so positive,
it's funny. I just thinking about this. My Ronnie Chang is of Asian descent, and my doctor, who I just saw an hour ago, is of Asian descent. And it could be the doctor's wearing a mask. Based upon how friendly my doctor is, I'm pretty sure it is fucking Ronnie Chang. I mean, the guy, he's just. I was like, he was gone the doc was gone last week, so I was like, hey man, how was your vacation? He's like, honestly, he's like, it was a mess and I don't even want to bore you with the details. Let's just talk about you. And I was like, just kind of like, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm being the nice one. I'm the one getting fucked here. It's like paying $2,000 for something because the last surgery didn't work. And I'm in a good mood, but he's just like, it's like, fuck you. That's basically how I felt. I was like, fuck me. That's right. Cool. So how are we going to fuck me today, doc? Gonna lay me on the table? Ass bag?
Yeah. Gonna fuck me for reals? Come on. Might as well.
He got mad. I think he got mad because I could I don't know. Like I was just trying to have a conversation. I work from home. I want to make friends. I'm bored. And he was just like, he was like, so basically the first stone that we were working on of the two didn't move, didn't do shit. And I was like, and he's like, sometimes it's not the size. And I was like, density. He's like, yes, very good, density. And I was like, motherfucker. I was like, and my mask was down, but my mask was up, and my mouth was like,
Yeah.
head was moving. But yeah, so then he was like, he's like, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this rod and I'm gonna go up your penis and I'm gonna zap it and I'm gonna keep zapping it until it breaks up. Then I'm gonna pull out the pieces. He's like, and if everything's still good and you're not bleeding too much, then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the one that's up in the kidney still too. So that way you don't have to see me anymore. I was like, yeah, and you won't have to see me anymore either. Asshole. You want a handshake after this or what?
Wait, you had that done today?
No.
I was like,
fuck no.
You're a fucking
hey everybody.
yeah, you're a fucking hell of a guy if you could just be
now
like,
I have a challenge.
So
now it's
positive.
a challenge.
You're like, no wonder Tony's so fucking positive right now.
He just had a pool cue shoved up his piss hole for a half hour.
You're sounding. That's what
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm in a state of euphoria from all the dope they had me on. But no, that's on the horizon. So basically he's just tired of seeing me. So I'm like, cool, let's get this over with then. So yeah, long story short, for those of you who have been tuning in the last 3 episodes called, basically parts 1 through 4 of Tony's kidney adventure. The process that I did the first time was basically using radio waves to break up the stone without having to actually then go inside of you really for much. Didn't work. My stones are too dense, just like me. No, yeah, whatever. So now they're gonna go in there with the little fucking claw toy.
Yeah.
From friends of mine, well, not friends, I don't really have any, but this guy, but he hasn't done it yet. Someone I've talked to who's had the procedure done said this procedure is the one that they did the first time, and it was they got it done. So if anyone's asking my opinion based upon the expenditures, don't waste your fucking time with the thing with the shockwave, because they can't tell the density of a stone until after they try it. And for $1,500, it's not fucking worth it.
Not fucking worth it. Yeah.
Nope. You're better off just to have them go in there the official way, break it up manually. It's basically the old school way. Doctors are always wanting to use new shit and find a new way to charge you. But in any case, I recommend just doing it the other way.
Isn't it weird that it's always the old school way that works the best? It seems like
it's tried and tested. I mean, usually, right? It's like guaranteed to work. But then wait a minute, some fucking whiz kid came up with something using, sound waves or whatever. And if it, it's just a gamble. If you're not looking to gamble with your money, I wouldn't. With that, just go ahead and do it. Because the cool thing was, he's like, while I'm doing that, if everything works out, I can get the second one. You can get the second one too. And I'm like, what the fuck? We could have done this a month ago.
Then what are we doing here? Like,
man, let's go right now. I mean, shit, man, you got dinner plans. We can do this before. Like, I just didn't get it. And he was, yeah. So anyway, I'm done. He's like, I just feel like you're done with this. I'm like, kind of thinking to myself, who wouldn't be done with this? Who would say, you know what, Doc, leave him in there. It's fun.
Who done with this? Who even wants to start with this?
I know, it's like, it's kind of made me feel like it's kind of like you're getting a review at work. I just feel like you're not even trying anymore, Tony. I feel like you don't want those stones in there. I'm like, no, actually, I don't. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Months ago, get him out of there. What are you doing? You had a way? Do this shit already. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, anyway, I don't. So if you ever have a kidney stone, don't say you can handle the pain. Act like it's 10 times worse than it is. They'll get you in there next. They'll get them out. You can go on with your life. You're going to pay the same amount of money anyway. There's my 2 cents for you. Don't waste your fucking time. Don't spend months trying to pass them. Just have them get them out. If they're not coming out, have them get them out and be done with it. Do it once. Do the fuck. I'll let everyone know how the claw thing works out. But I feel much better. I hate being in like this state of limbo, and everyone always asks you, how you feeling? Like, I never even told you I had shit going on. Like, well, yeah. Fucking Facebook. I get it. Even Facebook's like, how's your kidney stones? It's like, the fuck, Facebook? We're not even friends anymore. I broke up with you.
I feel like when you get the claw thing done, they're gonna have like a little kid in there putting quarters in the machine, expecting it like
In my butt.
yeah, they're
Quarters
like,
in my
they're
butt.
gonna put quarters in the in like your mouth or something, and then the kid's gonna pull out like a pink elephant or some shit.
Wow, that's great. I hope that I wake up with one of the claw toys on my chest. Maybe I'll bring one in a bag and be like, hey, Doc, since you don't like me anyway, would you please put this on my chest when I come out of it? Because I think it'd be fucking hilarious. No. Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just upset that he's a doctor, doesn't make any money, you know.
Well, that's like Ronnie Chang said in his first special, man. He's just like, we don't want to be doctors, we want the money. And
Yeah.
that's how it feels when you're around doctors. It's like they don't take a class in customer service. They don't really give a fuck about how you take their information. They're not the ones getting the survey. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And it shows. And I so desperately want a job like that, where it's just like, you know what? Fuck you, Mary. I just want to say fuck you, Mary, and still have my job. Because that's how it feels when I get treated like that. Like,
Right.
fuck you, Mr. G. Be like, all right, what the hell? What's the problem? Right? I mean, it's just that everyone's grumpy at their job. So when I go, I'm like, cheer up. I'm like, fuck you, it's Monday. I'm like, oh, I hear you. But anyway, so yeah, you got anything cool coming up?
No.
Sorry to hear that. Did you get any toys for your birthday?
No, I got like a bunch of stuff that is related to like Predator and Alien and stuff like that. But yeah, I got like a couple. I got a couple Predator posters. I got one big Predator poster that my friend Scott got me, and it was the poster that was used from when the first movie came out, and that they had on the subways.
Whoa.
Advertised down in the
Yeah.
subway.
Like
So,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
so it's like I gotta find a big wall because it's like 60 by 40. You know, it's huge.
Brand new?
I don't know. I think so.
Cool.
I haven't opened it. I haven't opened the tube yet because it's so big that when I open it, I want to put it up right away, you know, because I don't want it to get damaged because it's such a big fucking. I mean, it's 60 by 40 inches, so the tube is huge.
Damn.
And you know what I mean? I want to take it out and it get damaged. So I just like left it in there, you know.
It's like that's so big, it's like almost a burden. You know, you're like,
yeah, it's huge.
Thank you. Like,
yeah, like, what do I do?
Take a minute, you know that, right? You're coming over to help me hang this shit. It's almost like a novelty gift. You know, it'd be funny like to get you something that's too big. You're like, ha 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 ha. Like two people bring it in on their shoulders, you know, yeah. Here's your poster, asshole. You have to hang it over your house.
Yeah. And I bought a toy when I had COVID. When I was bored. I just like clicked on the eBay app and bought a toy, and it came today. So that was cool. Predator toy.
Nice.
So I got myself a toy for my birthday, I guess. But
I think that's my favorite excuse, is the old birthday present excuse. Like when you buy yourself some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, bought myself a toy. Callie got me 2 posters and this. We collect dead things. Like there's a store in Portland called Paxton's Gates, and they sell. They're like a taxidermy store. They like have like taxidermy and oddities. You know, like
yeah. Do you have a jackalope? Is that what you have?
they have stuff like that, but we have like butterflies and like a praying mantis, a bunch of beetles, and then she got me in a frame, so it's probably about this big, a big stick bug. You know what? Like the long, skinny fucking. It's fucking awesome. It's so cool looking.
Huh.
It's amazing. Basically, for my birthday, people just got me like sci-fi stuff, a dead bug, and the new Meshuggah album on vinyl. So
that's perfect.
So it's pretty like that. When I said earlier, like you know, I don't expect people to get me presents at all. Like, I'd be fine if no one even mentioned my birthday, but they got me stuff, and they could tell that they really know me. They know what I like, because everything that anyone got me was like, yeah, I like that.
Right,
You know,
right.
like someone even got me like a gift card for Home Depot, and I was like, yes, I wanted that. Like, I could use money at Home Depot, so I was like, thank you. You know,
That's cool, man.
like,
All I have to say is I have friends all over the country. You live in Oregon, and of course, you're the one that's excited to get bugs and sticks for your birthday. So there you have it.
yeah,
I don't know anyone who's gotten a bug or a stick for their birthday.
yeah, they're fucking cool, man. They're like, you know, like you go into like a little shop somewhere, and then they have like the paperweights with the scorpions in it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like that store basically sells that, but like they put like, but it's like basically that, but like cool, like cooler. I don't know, like, even though that's cool, like they got crazy things at that store. Like, they have like human eyeballs, human skulls,
Right.
like puppy fetuses in a fucking jar, like insane things. They have like Venus flytraps and stuff, you know, and like, you got these like this plant that like in the wild they eat bats. It's a bat eating plant, and they have little ones of those.
Damn.
It's fucking crazy. It's awesome.
I had a customer a few years ago gave me his card when I worked in the store, and that's what I have it somewhere, but that's what he does. So there's a spot around here. He's like, I got weird shit, man. I got bugs. I got hands. I'm like, hands? He's like, yeah, man, I got a severed hand. I'm like, fuck me. So I got to go check that out. See if I can find you a stick or something for your birthday. A rock. It would be fun to send you something fucked up like a hand.
Yeah, it would be.
Your lady's like, please put that shit away. You
Put
wake
the
up,
hand
it
away.
moves. It's like,
Oh, we had a hand, man. Remember that? We had a hand.
You did, yeah. Jenny's around here somewhere, but she broke her finger. Yeah, it happens. Ceramic. She fell on the you know, the countertop.
That was funny.
Yeah, people. Yeah, I'm not good at explaining shit, but I like to do things that are weird too. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. There's a fucking hand. We painted its nails. Its name is Jenny. What? Does it have to make sense?
Oh no.
No one ever talks about the normal shit, you know, unless it's abnormal that day. No, that's I like shit like that. I just like, not to the extent. I would be cool with like, well, I don't know if I'd be cool with, I don't have any bugs in my house. I have real bugs in my house, but not fake, not stuffed bugs or whatever they did with them.
Yeah.
I like looking at, there's a place up here. If you ever come to Philly, I would like to take you to a spot called the Mutter Museum. I'm pretty sure I've discussed it before, but that's where the medical students around here go to see all that stuff, like what gangrene looks like, bullet wounds, all in real flesh, things that have been removed from people. Like, there's these just fucking endless drawers of over 10,000 things that have been removed from people since these extractors were invented for things that people have ingested and whatnot.
Right.
You just spend hours pulling out these drawers and like, shit, like pins and just weird shit doctors have found inside of people from, yeah. So you would dig that. Definitely. It's fun. I wouldn't go in there like too fucked up. Like, I went in there fucked up the first time. I was kind of like, ugh. My favorite spot was the bench. And everywhere I turned, I was like, oh. And you're in, like, it goes down. So then there's no windows. There's no looking out. Everywhere you go, it's just shit. Like, here's what a gangrene this looks like. And here's what herpes looks like on someone's face. And here's like, fuck. Where's the happy person? Ah! Nothing in here's positive. This is gross.
That's awesome.
After a while, it's like, yeah, the bullet wounds and shit were interesting, but
yeah, I mean, you like it when people are, you know, dead.
Yeah, well, don't say that, man. Something bad happens, they'll have evidence now. See, he admitted it, Judge. I don't care. Just waiting for something fun to happen.
It's all fun, man. It's all fun.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
you got anything, time to talk about music. Speaking of, bolt ones.
Yeah, man. There's some other shit I did we could talk about next week. I went to this place called the Museum of Illusions. I think people should check out.
Oh, cool.
I think it's touring. I'll just go over it real quick. I think it's a touring thing. So if you live near a major city, keep an eye on it. Called Museum of Illusions, and it's not very big. It's basically a really cool place to take cool selfies. There's people that help you take the pictures, but there's ones where you take it where like you lay on the ground, but then there's a mirror. If you take a shot in the mirror, it looks like you're hanging from a building or you're sitting upside down in a restaurant. Those are really fun. There's a lot of mind-bending games, like taking pictures where one person looks really tall, one looks really small, like movie magic type stuff. So yeah, bunch of shit. If you guys see that around, you're looking for something fun to do, I recommend that. As I said, I think it's one of those touring exhibits.
Yeah.
Museum of Illusions. But yeah, other than that, man, let's talk about some music.
Hell yeah. We Blackwater Holylight and their self-titled album.
Yeah, man. That's what we listened to this week. How'd you do with it? Enjoy yourself?
Sorry.
Drop your pocket.
It was a fucking it's a good album. You know what I thought when I was listening to it? I thought that this is their first album. That is a hell of a first album. Like they're already really good.
Right.
Like and I've listened to their newest album. I think they have 3.
Yeah.
And that one's really good too. But like their first album, like a hell of a first album, like they're already really good musically because I think they've all been in other bands, they're all really experienced.
That makes sense.
As far as playing music and being in a band. So it's like they already knew what they were doing when they started this band and recorded this album. Because it's like they knocked that out of the park. It's a great album. Like it doesn't, it's not like you could listen to the most recent album and then listen to the first album and be like, oh well, they got better, they had growing pains. It's like none of that. It's like it's just as good,
It is just as good. Luckily, I listened to some of the new album too to kind of get a comparison because you and I, as we said a few episodes ago, we went and saw them live recently, a few months ago.
Yeah.
So when we saw them live, they on the newer album, they have that, I don't know how to explain it, but that like scary like metal voice, where they're screaming, but it sounds like a demon.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have that so much in the first album.
No.
The first album it's really good, but I feel like they're going in a heavier direction now than from that album's really chill. Like it is. There's some good songs in there, but I don't know who to compare it to right this second off the top of my head, but I would just say it's rock. I call it more rock than metal. And I feel like now with the newest stuff, it's almost like pushing heavier towards maybe a little metal. I don't know. What do you?
The new album or the first album, the second album, in my opinion, is not metal at all. Like
cool.
It's
cool.
Even,
Okay. We
like,
agree with that.
Not even to me.
Yeah, I agree. Right.
I don't think it's metal at all. I think it's like closer to like Black Angels or maybe a more trippy like LA Witch, like that sort of
nice.
like
yes
like heavy psych,
LA Witch is a good compare. Yeah, I really like the comparison to LA Witch. Yeah.
And I really and when I listen to this album, I think it reminds me of the Black Angels because if they have that same, like the music sounds similar, like the guitars aren't distorted. They kind of have like it's like they're overwriting a clean the clean setting on their guitar, and it sounds like it's doomy but clean, so it's not metal, but like it has this psychedelic feel to it.
Right.
So, and then their newer one is they definitely have some metal influence. and it's still, you know, just the metal influence to me. And I think their newer one is fucking awesome. It's really good. Like
That's what we saw them play a lot of live.
a lot
Was
of
that.
and it's like they're a really good band. Like they're
Well, they're on their they're on their way up. I mean, I hope they, more people catch on to them. They will. Time and experience. But the screaming thing, and I don't listen to, well, anyway, this is going to sound a little outdated, but on the newer album, their sound is to me is going towards when they do that scream thing. That whoever does that shit reminds me of Kitty. And I don't know, like, I'm not trying to insult anyone and say that's where they're headed or whatever, but that's just what it reminds me of. And I haven't heard anyone sound like that since Kitty, because I don't listen to a bunch of stuff. But I was a big Kitty fan.
yeah,
Kitty, for everyone who doesn't know, is a female metal band out of the 90s.
yeah.
And they're still around. But anyway, these girls, Blackwater Holylight, they're I don't know, it's like most people went through the pandemic, came out stoned, and their albums sound stoned and relaxed. These guys come out of the pandemic and sound like pissed off and full of energy. Well, just full of energy, however you want to say it. But they, got some fire under their ass on their last album, in the, during the pandemic. So I was shocked. But their first album's really chill. I like it a lot. I think it was something that I would probably listen to if I was out like chilling in the woods or something like that. Just,
hmm
but the songs that I really like on that are Wave of Consciousness. That's what that is, right? Can't read
Yep.
for shit anymore. Babies and Sunrise.
Oh yeah, yeah, those are great. I think Babies or Sunrise is that one that it sounds super trippy and psychedelic, kind of like almost like a circus, you know? It's like
Yeah, one of
awesome. It's great.
yeah, they got some. I just want to say I would love to see these guys again. I've caught them twice. Can't wait to see what they. I hope they stick with it and keep going. See where this
Yeah.
goes. But yeah, it's rad. Really like
Um,
it.
I liked Jizzwitch, the last song.
Yeah,
I like it's a good song, and also I just like the name. So
fuck yeah, Jizz bitch. Sounds like
uh,
a dirty. Sounds like a nasty sandwich.
yeah, I'd buy it.
Welcome to county, cocksucker. Here's your
Yeah.
sandwich.
Slow Hole, it's a good one too. Sunrise, and yeah, Babies is good too.
I mean, so really, we missed all of like 2 songs on the album. So
Yeah,
great album.
yeah,
Between the two of us, we almost picked them all.
yeah.
So yeah,
If you can't tell, we really like the album, and if one of the people from Blackwater Holylight happened to see this, just know we think you all kick ass.
and you're great live.
Yeah,
And I want to put that out there.
I know.
thought live, we really, both of us agreed, like we could have just taken another 30 minutes of that set and been good for the night.
Yeah,
Like wherever they were going on that set, like they could have, just a
yeah.
little bit more.
If,
I could
if,
have done, that would have been good.
if they were the headliner band, it'd be like,
That would have been fine.
yeah.
It would have been totally fine. So I would, definitely hope maybe I get to catch them when I'm out there. Who knows? But
And I know two of the members, and yeah, it's weird because it's like I said, there was not like a whole lot of growing pains, and I think they're like when I saw them play live when I was still working with them, like they were definitely kind of like shyer, like they were kind of shy
right.
on stage, and now like when we saw them, it's like they look completely comfortable and they like are owning their performance. You can
Right.
tell.
And I think a true testament to how good they are as musicians and like how comfortable they are would be when they were playing halfway through the set, they switched vocals and guitars, if I'm right. And then they just, and that kind of, that fucks me up because a lot of bands you see live don't never do that. Everyone has their position and they never switch. And for them just to be like, okay, here you go. And then it was just like, whoa. It's like, fuck, these guys got some ideas because they're like, no, wait, I want to sing a few songs. Like there's a lot in this band. They have a lot of, I imagine they still have some resources to pull from and some ideas to work with. So looking forward to what's next.
They go on tour with Monolord a lot.
Cool.
And I think Man, I might be wrong, but I think that was their first big tour, like, and it was like a European tour, I think.
Rad, man.
Like, and we were all at work, like, man, we listened to Monolord in the kitchen even before you all started the band.
That's sick.
Yeah, like, so it's cool to know that like people that you know are like, you know, rubbing elbows with a band that you like, you know, it's kind of cool.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. I don't know anybody doing anything except that. I mean, that's awesome. Hell yeah, dude. No, they kick ass, and look forward to seeing what they come up with in the future.
Yeah.
I was wondering something, kind of an afterthought. Do you think it's probably obvious, but do you think it takes musicians a hell of a lot longer to get stage presence than comics, because comics are talking? Because I always talk about like some front people, some musicians in general say they never get used to being on stage. They never get, and any musician that I've ever met and told him that I did stand up didn't, you know, just regardless of how funny I was, just the fact that I get up there without an instrument, they would always say, a lot braver than I am type stuff, you know, but like,
Sure.
or I'm hiding behind a guitar, I'm hiding behind the microphone or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, a comic, you get stage presence or you don't do this shit anymore. You mean event, right? I mean, I couldn't handle it if after 10 years I couldn't handle being on stage.
I guess there might be a little difference, because it's
Probably takes longer.
like if you're a comic and you go on tour, let's say you go do like a 2 month tour, like Tom Segura, and like there's a bunch of people that are on tour right now.
Yeah, everybody.
When they get back from being on tour, they might take a good day or two, but then they go out and do small rooms and
They're on the mic again, right?
So, and I think like bands, they don't necessarily do that, or members of the band don't necessarily do that. They might be in a second band, so you might have some shows lined up when you get home.
Right.
But like, most of the time, people I know, they're just like, we're not on tour, so we're not playing right now. We might do a couple shows here and there, but it's not as immediate, and they don't necessarily feel like they need it, I think, because a comic, you know what I mean, when you're like, I need to get on stage, like I have
it's different. Yeah, while we share a stage, it's very different, because comics can't really practice without an audience, but musicians can practice their songs without an audience. You can play your ass off and you'll get better. Then there's just an audience in front of you. You're doing the same shit you were doing without us. But a comic can't sit there and really get better at comedy without an audience. But you can get better at being a musician without an audience. So I'd imagine that you probably don't see an audience anywhere probably half as much as a fucking comedian does. Right. So I guess that's why I said you must get more comfortable as a comic. You have to, because you're up there way more in front of strangers than bands are. I've always pondered that. I've always been like, musicians like doing it for 20 years. And they're like, yeah, I get shitload of stage fright. I'm just like, fuck, you've been doing this for 20 years, but you only have to be on stage. Yeah, I don't know, as a professional, maybe 150, I don't know how many, 100 a year. I don't know if you're killing it, I guess, as a musician, but it's just different. Like, we share the stage, but I know that a lot of musicians are always like, hey, hats off, buddy, I'm not fucking getting up there. Like, you're crazy. How many times have you gotten on stage, if you ever got in front of a band and they're like, you're fucking nuts? I'm like, yeah, like, whatever, man. Fuck it, I don't care. I suck. Who gives a shit? You guys are next. There you go. Warmed them up for you. Just kidding.
So as we were all last night in a food coma, my Callie's brother turned on the live stream from Coachella Fest.
Did you see anything?
Nothing I like.
I was gonna say there was only one thing on the lineup that I knew about was Arcade Fire, and that was last minute.
Yeah, and he was trying to find Run the Jewels, and that would be I think the only act that I would be interested in seeing.
Yeah,
all the other ones I couldn't. But we were watching this Doja Cat, and not music I like at all. Like, I'm just like, I don't.
No, I just heard of it. Yeah.
I have no connection of it, but with it. But hell of a production, like fucking craziness, choreographed dancers, every song, sometimes even like in the middle of a song, they would go back and change wardrobes and there'd be different dancers that you never seen before. And they'd be out there, and she was doing like a wardrobe change, and like within like 30 seconds, she'd have like laced up boots up to her like thighs. I'm like, you were able to put both of those boots on, and they each have like 20 eyes on them. So they're going up to her thighs. You were able to do that, put that on in 30 seconds? That's insane to me, you know? And it's just like craziness. Like
She's back there, you know, she's back there elevating off the ground, and there's a pit crew, right? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I know she's not putting it on, but
no, she
was
put
able to
shit
get
on.
onto her body within like under a minute is just crazy to me.
Sometimes they're still fucking singing. Like, I've seen shows like, and they're not on stage. It's like, get up for me. They come back and they're in a fucking wedding dress. They left in a tuxedo. I'm like, how'd you do that? Like, you were singing. What the fuck?
Yeah, you were singing, yeah.
Someone was touching you while you were singing. I know that because your outfit changed. How did this happen? That's the here's what I like about Coachella. Well, what I don't, you're not going to see me at Coachella. It's not going to happen. Way off the pace as far as music goes. Hell, all the major music festivals are way off my path now. Now I got to find the small ones and travel half the world to go see them, that are curated for the shit that I still enjoy, just like you, pretty much.
Sure, yeah.
But the productions, even when you go to any festival, when I buy a ticket for a festival, it's always like, what kind of stops are they going to pull out? But Coachella is kind of like the and Bonnaroo. They're the two creme de la creme, top of the line festivals. So they pay them buku money to be like, pull out all the stops, make your name here. It's Coachella. And that's what everybody does. Everyone's trying to make a name. So you get to see some really crazy shit. It kind of gives you a feeling of like, damn, this is what people are doing now. And it gives you, like, when you go see a show, you might see some of that crap on stage. It's like kind of like, not only are you watching what musicians are doing, what you're really watching are these production companies and what ideas they've had in the last couple of years for new stage shows. That's what you're really seeing up there. No offense to Doja Cat or anyone else, but I doubt all their ideas are theirs. There must be someone who's like, hey, we've invented this new shit that can make this look like this and this do that. So when I go see bands, I'm like, how the fuck are they doing that? It's like half of me is like an old man, you know? I bet they got hoists up there. Like, yeah, that looks like a 15-ton hoist. Yeah, that makes sense up there. And meanwhile, the band's like, ah! And I'm like, you know, Timmy, oh, I see 17 hoists. Yeah, I can't help myself. I'm always like, how did they get that put together? Huh? Then the show's over, and I'm like, fuck. No one told me how they put this thing together.
Yeah, big production shows aren't for people who have ADHD.
ADD.
Or whatever. Yeah. And, oh, I went to go see my favorite band. What the fuck are they doing up there? Oh, fuck, it's something shiny.
It took me years to focus on this shit, man. And it's half the time I download the playlist after the set list after just to listen to the music and be like, oh yeah, I remember them playing that while I was staring at the hoists.
The hoists? Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, man, that's
anyway.
But anyway, back to the album. It's fucking it's pretty good. Pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, we love music, and we always you know, ADD over here, but yes, kick-ass fucking band. I want to see him again.
Yeah, I do too.
Put it like that. I want to catch him again, and I like him live. So I'm stoked to see him again live. Maybe we can see a headlining set. I'm in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, anyway, it's a fucking kick-ass album. You guys should you know, listen to 1 through 3. I think you guys, you know, make it a whole week thing. It's only 3 albums. You got 3 hours, and you know, you can spare 3 hours. Listen to all 3 of them. They're fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, time to spin the wheel.
Let's do it.
All right. And just a quick announcement. We're not adding any music right now. We're gonna let it wind down a few more.
Yeah, we gotta make we gotta make one of the people that watch the show happy. We gotta make Danny happy. I'm determined to make Danny happy and Tony sad. I'm determined.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah.
All right. So number 1 is the Coco soundtrack.
That's right.
2 is An Open Space. 3 is Left Field's Rhythm and Stealth. 4 is Raspberry Bulbs Before the Age of Minors. Number 5 is Whitey Morgan and the 78s. Honky Tonks and Cheap Motels. Number 6 is Billy Joel's The Stranger. Number 7 is Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. Number 8 is An Open Space. Number 9 is Scars on Broadway, self-titled. Number 10, also An Open Space.
So, all right, cool. We got 3 open spaces.
Yeah.
Cool.
At your leisure, sir.
All right, here we go. Seven.
Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms.
Dire Straits. Get him!
Right.
Bite him.
So yeah, that brings us to the conclusion of this week's episode of This Is the Future. Unfortunately, we will be listening to Dire Straits' album Brothers in Arms for next week's episode. For those of you who have no fucking idea who that is, that's going to be an 80s band, if you will. There's definitely going to be some shit on there. If you were listening to the radio in the 80s, you'll probably hear something to take you back.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about them, so I will by next week. Do a little research.
Cool. Fucking A.
Anything for them, man?
Nothing other than the usual, you know. If you want to suggest a band and a whole album on the YouTube page in the comments, or slide into our DMs on Instagram. Titfoo69, like, subscribe, follow, do the whole thing, you know, thumbs up. And other than that, see you guys next time.
Oh yeah. And if you're for some reason having an issue getting the music up there, or you put the music up and we didn't get it, we didn't say anything. If your music isn't up there on the wheel, if we're not talking about it, we missed it. So if you don't mind posting it in the latest episode again, just so we can catch it, we sure appreciate it. If not, email or text us personally. If you know us, I don't give a shit. We'll make sure we get it on the list. We do appreciate it. But if you can write it in at the body of at the end of the latest YouTube video in the comments would be preferred, or Instagram.
Yeah, and just so you know, we're not ignoring anyone. We just, you know. No,
I found out that we missed one. We missed one so far. So if we missed anyone else's, then just let us know. But that's it. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, got a couple of chuckles out of this shit, like we try to. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.